So the famous cow in the condo case.
my.
Yeah, exactly. That's how everybody knows it, right?
Yeah.
NFC. So we're actually re-looking at it again because you were talking about, the special audit was flagged because there was negligence. But why did we decide to sort of like look at it again? Why did you decide to look at it again?
Well, 6 years has gone past.
Oh my God, so fast.
6 years or so, right?
Right.
So I think it was in late 2011 when Rafizi Ramli, who was then Pandan MP, he raised a number of allegations publicly about how these funds were allegedly misused.
Right.
Now, what came to our attention recently is that a few months after he started saying those things, the government had actually commissioned a special audit to be conducted to see what really happened. And these audit findings, found by PwC,
Pricewaterhouse, yeah.
discovered quite a few things which echoed what Rafizi had been raising. And it also highlighted a recurring theme whereby what happened to those who were supposed to be safeguarding or supposed to be providing the check and balance mechanism here. And these audit findings, they have shed a new light into what seems to be a done and dusted case in Malaysia.
New light is in what sense? I mean, like certain details, or or went into depth what a lot of people were suspecting.
All right. So a lot of the allegations are now known to the public, right?
Yes.
So there's been court cases and plenty. But what we did not know all these years was that the government had actually commissioned a special audit to find out, and the special audit had actually discovered a lot of details that seemed to correspond to allegations.
Okay.
And the audit, interestingly enough, also highlighted the fact that there's a governance failure, meaning there were checks and balances in place in the loan facility and whatnot to make sure that the funds were used as they were supposed to make sure that the company given this concession were doing all the right things. But strangely, these checks and balances were not applied.
Okay. And so what has happened actually since then to all the assets that people have talked about? We joked about the condo itself. And of course, one name that pops out is Meatworks Corp Sdn Bhd. That was a chain of restaurants
Yes.
that was formerly a Solaris Dutamas that did steaks and everything like that. I mean, what happened to all those assets? Did PwC figure out where they are? I mean, are they frozen? Are they sold?
A lot of things are unclear 6 years after the fact, right? And we have to bear in mind that this special audit was only for a period between 2007 and 2011. So the period of the audit is long ago, and a lot of things has happened since then. I think you and I recall that some time ago there were assets being frozen while they investigated the case, but what has happened to them since, that remains unclear.
So the issue now is, what will the new government actually do with all this information? Because the auditor says that about 250 million ringgit is recoverable. It's not been paid back at all, and of course we all know the government kind of needs money at this moment. What can the new sort of government do? They have to not move away, but sort of like put a bit more focus on this as well?
Well, the new government has signaled that they want to reopen this case at some point, although I think understandably a lot of resources are being consumed by a bigger case at the moment.
Yes.
But I think interestingly you said about the sum being recoverable, because that's what the auditor stressed during these briefings, and these briefings included the then heads of government, including the then Prime Minister, the then Deputy Prime Minister back in 2012.
Yes.
So, and the point by the auditor is that back then, if government had taken specific urgent actions, it could have recovered what it could and used the funds that it had recovered to reinvest and eventually regain the 250 million. But as of early this year, NFC still owes the government approximately 250 million. So it does not seem like the government has taken these actions that PwC recommended.
For more on the stories, pick up a copy of The Edge Weekly at all good newsstands.